And hello everybody, welcome back to RFC News. I hope you're all smiling, of course, after yesterday's performance against Hearts. 3 points on the board. Won a big game. It was a must-win game. And I don't think a lot of fans would disagree with me. A lot of people did feel that was a must-win game. I don't think a draw would have been good enough, and I don't think a loss would have been good enough. So credit to the players for getting the win. And now, of course, it's over to the next game. It's Livingston next. And we need to, of course, get all 3 points. The margin for error is very slim. And considering the officials are on Celtic's side with, the extended amount of time that they get to play at the end of the 90 minutes, it's, play till Celtic score. We've got to be at our best and make our own luck. Now, there was something that we've seen different yesterday, of course, and something that a lot of Rangers fans have been calling for a long time. I remember the sort of time where Morelos and Defoe were at the football club. We always seen people calling, or fans calling, for Rangers to play 2 up top. However, we did see that yesterday, and I'm interested to know what your thoughts were on this. Kris Boyd gave his thoughts on it, and I'm just wondering if you guys agree. Let's have a little listen to what Kris Boyd had to say on this situation. But first, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more.
What did you make of the 2 strikers playing together?
I think there's a lot of work to be done. I think when you look at Nadiri, I think a lot of his action is from middle to out. And Chermiti, he's another one that I think he likes to play up front himself. Because he does run the channels. He's not somebody you could say used to it. If Nadiri goes wide, you can see it. It's a good move there from him. But he ends up drifting out the areas as well. I think if you're playing with 2 strikers, you need to have at least one of them at central.
But what I would say on that one is, and it's credit to Danny Rowe, because Lawrence has touched on how Hearts have been solid defensively this year. When you go 2 up top, suddenly the centre backs are thinking there's 2 strikers against. They're so used now to playing against 1 striker. And suddenly there was 2 there for the day, and maybe that had just a little effect in the game. I think,
when you look at that as well, though, if you're going to get 2 strikers, especially the way that they play, for me, again, you go back, and I know Dujan Stilling it was fine, but you look at James Tavernier, his delivery into the box allows strikers movement, allows strikers to get across the front, allows them to use their head. But you didn't really see it from the wide areas. Romans got forward a few times and put balls in the box, but it was from deeper back. I think if you're going to play the 2 strikers, you do need to get up the pitch and then get balls in, because if you're playing Skol Olsen and Mikey Moore in that position, they're more effective in the pitch a little bit as well. Also, again, on the game, when Tavernier comes to the pitch, he was in that position on the right-hand side, getting into the box 3 or 4 times, where he is a big.
Now, I think Kris makes a very good point there, actually, with those 2 strikers playing. Now, I did feel that there was a little bit of not so much cohesion. I don't think we were as effective. And as he said, the sort of individuals, they do seem like players that want to play up there alone. But we managed to get through it. It's funny saying that because he scored a hat-trick. But I'm interested to know where you stand going forward, especially into the next games. Would you be playing 2 up top? Or would you be sticking to just playing one of them? Again, I'm interested to know what you think down there in the comment section below.
In other news, John Souttar's contract situation is fast becoming one of the most important issues on Rangers' agenda as the season approaches its decisive phase. The 29-year-old defender is one of several players approaching the final months of his deal, with his current contract set to expire on 31st May. That leaves the club with little time to resolve his future, particularly given his growing importance to the squad under head coach Danny Rowe. Since arriving at Ibrox on a pre-contract deal from Heart of Midlothian in 2022, Souttar has established himself as a reliable presence when fit. This season he has made 33 appearances in all competitions for Rangers, despite suffering a muscle injury that ruled him out for 9 matches for club and country. While his disciplinary record, 10 yellow cards, highlights his combative approach, it also reflects his willingness to put himself on the line in demanding fixtures. Few would dispute that, when available, he remains one of the most dependable options in Rangers' defensive unit. However, with just 3 months remaining on his contract, uncertainty continues to surround his future. From July onwards, Souttar will be free to negotiate with other clubs, a situation that the club's hierarchy, including the 49ers Enterprises Group and Andrew Kavanagh, will be keen to avoid. The last major update on negotiations came in December, when reports suggested that Rangers had made progress in talks. The Scottish Sun claimed on the 8th of December that Souttar had been offered a 2-year extension, potentially keeping him at Ibrox until 2028. The report also stated that the former Scotland national football team defender, who has 21 caps, would receive a significant salary increase. At present, Souttar is believed to earn around £12,000 per week, a figure that many supporters feel does not fully reflect his role within the side. With no official confirmation that he has signed new terms, questions remain over whether an agreement is close. Comparisons with other senior players only add to the debate. Club captain James Tavernier, whose contract also expires in the summer, is reportedly earning close to £40,000 per week. Given Souttar's status as a regular starter and experienced international, it would not be surprising if a substantial pay rise formed part of any renewed deal. From Roll's perspective, keeping the centre-back is clearly a priority. The former Sheffield Wednesday manager has repeatedly stressed the importance of experienced figures within his squad, particularly as Rangers look to blend youth with leadership. Speaking ahead of December's clash with Ferencvarosi TC, Roll underlined Souttar's value to the group. "Since I have been here, John has been one of the core members of the team. He has helped us. He has experience in this league. He knows what it means to play Saturday to Thursday. He knows how to play at places like Kilmarnock. This is important because he knows what it means to play for Rangers. We need a core of the group. We need leaders who have experience. You can build young players around them. Let's see what direction it goes. There has been a clear signal from our side." Those comments leave little doubt about the manager's stance. Souttar is seen not just as a dependable defender, but as a cultural figure within the dressing room. Someone who understands the expectations that come with representing Rangers and can help guide younger players through pressure-filled moments. From the club's point of view, losing him for nothing in the summer would represent a significant setback. Replacing a proven, experienced centre-back in today's market is rarely straightforward, and doing so without receiving a transfer fee would only compound the challenge. For Souttar himself, the coming weeks will be crucial. He must weigh the security of a new long-term deal against potential interest elsewhere, while Rangers must decide how far they are willing to go to secure his signature. For now, the situation remains unresolved. What is clear, however, is that Roll and the club hierarchy view him as a central part of their plans. Allowing one of their most important players to walk away for free would be a major blow, and one they will be desperate to avoid. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.